you bring your golfing shoes or your gear or anything?
I don't think that I'm wearing a... You know
what did you do? What shoes do you have? Well, it doesn't matter, actually.
It doesn't matter.
I mean,
these? These are not golfing shoes.
Those,
those are not golfing shoes.
They'll work, though. No. They'll work.
But they,
cute.
hopefully they don't tear up the green.
That's like one of the most beautiful places in all of San Diego, and you get to spend all morning.
No, that's why I'm very excited. I'm very lucky, so thank you.
I don't want to go. Why do I gotta go home and just sit in my room with my cats? I would rather stay here and look at this view and talk to amazing humans. This is my final interview of the morning, and I feel so humbled to be able to speak with these lovely gentlemen here. I've got Ken Bentley, who is the CEO of the APGA Tour, and then Kamai Johnson. I have just dubbed him, he doesn't like this nickname, but I call him the Wonder Boy. Because he's, he's very wonderful. Hello to you, sir. Thanks for being here.
Well, thank you. It's an honor for me to speak to you guys and also to be in this venue. I mean, this is an unbelievable place. The Farmers Open is always one of my favorite times of the year.
I think, most people know about the APGA Tour, but please, tell us more about it for those watching and kind of what you do and how Kamai is involved.
Well, we started the APGA Tour back in 2010 as a way to get more minorities onto the PGA Tour. And so we started with 3 tournaments, largely on inner city golf courses. This year we'll have 17 tournaments, 4 places that host majors. Farmers started this tournament 3 years ago, and it's been amazing how far it's come. And really what I like to say is that this tour is all about making dreams come true. And Wonder Boy here, as you call him.
Look at what I've started.
But he's really what the APGA Tour is all about. He's got an amazing story, amazing work ethic, and I just really feel like the sky's the limit for him. He's going to be on the PGA Tour shortly.
Well, how about we have Kamai tell his story? We're going to push you out of the way here. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. Well, we do want to talk to Kamai. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll do a little musical chairs here. We actually talked about you earlier in the show. I don't know if you heard that.
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, I want you in your own words to kind of tell your story, because I do hear it's kind of a heartwarming one where,
No, golf pretty much saved my life. I was an 8th grade dropout, no purpose in life. Just not really knowing where I was going. Not really hanging around the wrong crowd, but, I grew up in a neighborhood where the wrong crowd was there. But, I was outside of my grandmother's apartment. She moved onto a municipal golf course called Halleman Golf Course in Tallahassee. And just swinging a stick. I grew up playing baseball, but was kind of getting burnt out of baseball and wanted to find something else to do. So I took it upon myself to go downstairs and pick up a stick. And Jan Auger, she came over and she said, hey, you want to go to the range and hit some balls? It's like, yeah, face lit up, perfect. And she charged me $1 a day to play golf. And it actually saved my life. Golf saved my life. And Jan Auger is a big part of my life today. So.
Did you know who she was, or this random woman just approached you?
No, I had no ties to the golf course. We just lived on some apartments at the course. So it was just like, I always wanted to, I grew up playing baseball, so I was intrigued by golf. So, yeah, it was a blessing.
How it must be, so amazing. I hear that story that just a stranger, for no reason, wants to help someone, and you guys are still friends to this day.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just like people helping people, right? And I think if the world just kind of tags along to that, it'll be a better place for sure.
Now, you had kind of a bump in the road, if you will, last year, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I was here, being a brand ambassador for Farmers, and got COVID, and but it was a bump in the road, but a bump in the road always leads to greater things, right? So it was an amazing year. I learned a lot about myself, and just being back here now, it comes full circle. This is where it kind of all started for me. I was in a press conference, and Jeff Daly, the CEO of Farmers, just so happened to walk into the press conference, and it's kind of how my life is. It's like tragedy, and then something great happens, and that's kind of how I took COVID last year. It was just like, it was a blessing, right? And it's just, blessing to be here on behalf of, the APGA Tour and what the APGA Tour is doing. And, I think, I was telling somebody the other day, I think Ken deserves like an Oscar for what he's doing. No, because it's incredible, like where golf is going, right? And, I'm just blessed to be a part of it.
I know this is really cliche, but you were just saying, with the tragedies, and then you overcome that. It's like, well, you can't have a rainbow without a little rain.
Right,
so
right, absolutely. It's just, and that's how golf is, right? a lot of people don't know, but you go to the golf course and you practice, and you're not making money, you're not getting anything out of it, but it's like, you reap what you sow, and it's kind of how life is.
I wanted to ask you both, because there's a reason, you do what you do with the APGA Tour. And I wanted to ask you both how you feel. Like, when you were young, did you watch any golf? Did you think, like, hey, I don't see anyone that looks like me? Did you feel dissuaded from playing the sport?
Yeah, well, I mean, I grew up in a small town called Madison, Florida, and just right outside of Tallahassee. And actually, African Americans weren't allowed to play golf at the golf course when I was growing up. We weren't allowed there, so I really had kind of like a bad vibe growing up from golf at an early age. But when I moved to Tallahassee, it was just like open arms, right? It was I saw more people that looked like me playing golf, and then I've been on the APGA Tour, and you see a lot of people that look like you playing golf at a high level, and it's just great to see where the game's going.
I feel like you look at him like, he's a son of yours. You seem very proud.
I am.
Why'd you laugh? The son you didn't want, huh?
No. I really do feel like that. I mean, I feel like I've got 50 sons. Yeah. Guys that, and people ask me all the time, why do I spend so much time doing this, and why do I put a lot of my money into it when, I don't have a child in it or anything like that. But people help me along the way. And I really feel like if the way to give back is to really help somebody else come up, and to see these guys, how passionate they are, I just want to give them the opportunity to realize their dreams. And for me, that's worth any money or anything, just to see them realize their dreams. And Kamai is definitely doing that. And again, I point out to, life is about overcoming obstacles. And here's a guy that could have quit in life, but he said, no, I'm going to move forward, and I'm going to make something of my life, and he's definitely doing that. So he's an inspiration to all of us.
You guys I was going to say you're both an inspiration to me. I just like talking to you guys. I can talk to you forever. Unfortunately, we do have to wrap up. But Ken Bentley, again, CEO of the APGA Tour. Kamai Johnson, of course, someone to watch out for, I believe. Wonder Boy, I think we're getting the shirts printed that will say Wonder Boy, and you can put my name under there as well. Thank you guys for spending time with us. I'm just super excited. So again, it is the game of golf, but there's so much more to it as well. Community and people and just helping others. So thank you for everything. We're going to throw it back to you guys.